Temporarily from North Dartmouth, Massachusetts, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, May 8th, 2016. Silver is trading at $17.49 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,288 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $460. Antiwar.com reports, hot on the heels of the admission that the U.S. has become militarily involved in a second war in Yemen, this time between the pro-Saudi faction and al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. Pentagon officials are also admitting that the U.S. ground troops have been deployed inside Yemen and have been operating there for the past 2 weeks. The U.S. had previously withdrawn all of its ground troops from Yemen after the ouster of President Hadi by the Shiite Houthis in early 2015 and appears to have returned despite the Saudi war, which the U.S. has also been involved in, failing so far to reinstall Hadi. The war against the Houthis ultimately set the stage for major territorial gains by al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, which has prompted the United Arab Emirates and other nations in the coalition to launch this secondary war, which the U.S. eagerly joined. It is unclear where U.S. troops are actually deployed in Yemen, though likely somewhere in the very limited territory held by the pro-Saudi faction. Pentagon officials insisted their troops are all at headquarters somewhere and not in combat. Since the UAE had been running this war, this raised a lot of speculation that the U.S. troops were simply deployed to Dubai to advise on the conflict, but it seems instead they've set up shop inside war-torn Yemen, where even places that aren't the front lines are far from safe. The U.S. deployments within Yemen are just the latest in a growing number of small U.S. deployments across the world, representing the U.S. dipping its toe in yet another conflict. Given small deployments in Iraq have amassed over 5,000 ground troops, however, these wars are likely not to stay small forever.
Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system and to fully capitalize on that decision in their fundraising efforts. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com.
UPI reports the U.S. Department of Justice announced the founder of the Liberty Reserve online currency was sentenced to 20 years in prison for money laundering. In January, Arthur Budovsky pled guilty to running a massive money laundering enterprise through his virtual currency company, Liberty Reserve, which the Justice Department said acted as a shadow banking system for criminals. Assistant Attorney General Leslie R. Caldwell announced Budovsky's 20-year sentence as the founder of the company on Friday. Caldwell said the significant sentence handed down today shows that money laundering through the use of virtual currencies is still money laundering and that online crime is still crime. Together with our American and international law enforcement partners, we will protect the public even when criminals use modern technologies to break the law. Budovsky and 6 others were indicted by U.S. prosecutors in 2013 for operating the $6 billion a year money laundering operation. Liberty Reserves was incorporated in Costa Rica in 2006 and provided its users with what it described as instant real-time currency for international business.
For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports Alabama Supreme Court Justice was suspended on Friday for ordering state probate judges not to grant marriage licenses to same-sex couples, despite contrary rulings by a federal court and the U.S. Supreme Court. Chief Justice Roy Moore, an outspoken opponent of same-sex unions, faces possible removal from the bench after the Alabama Judicial Inquiry Commission charged him with violating the state's judicial ethics law. The complaint said Chief Justice Moore flagrantly disregarded and abused his authority. Moore knowingly ordered probate judges to commit violations, knowingly subjected them to potential prosecution and removal from office. Moore said in a statement that the commission had no authority over administrative orders or the court's ability to prohibit probate judges from issuing same-sex marriage licenses. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.